his stacks over here. Man, you had all of Minnesota in the chat there cheering for you, dude. Yeah, they're all there rooting for you.
Minnesota boys, what's up, guys?
Okay, so the biggest thing on the night is Cloud. Why Cloud in doubles? Why Cloud in singles? We were really expecting Sheik, especially after we saw you going against Skillage earlier, and you were able to beat Skillage with Sheik. Is there a difference in play styles with MJG and Sheik of why you feel like you can't do that? Because I know Cody is more of an aggressive villager, when MJG is going to be, kind of laid back.
So first of all, I disagree with that sentiment. I think Cody is by far the lamer player. Cody's probably one of the lamest players I've ever played against.
Gosh, okay.
But, so first question, why Cloud in doubles? That's pretty obvious. Cloud is just really good in doubles. I mean, so is Sheik, but specifically the Cloud or the team Villager Cloud works a lot better than Sheik Villager, because Villager and Sheik, where all they do is not die and just get chip hits the whole time. And when you put both of those on the same team, you keep chipping out the opponent forever and you never get touched, but it's really hard to land those kills.
It's like
really
getting the same power up in a game. You're not going to get anything different out of it.
And then why Cloud for singles? So I played Sheik all day until those last two, all day, not a single game with Cloud until those last two sets. And the reasoning is, so, I played Skillger earlier and I kind of bopped him with Sheik. I kind of bopped pretty much everyone I was playing with Sheik. I'm still Sheik main, but MJG has that matchup down to such a key where it is so unbelievably hard to get kill setups on him, and he's very, very, very good at covering the space that I want to cover in the air with his slingshots. And because he was so good at covering that space, I really wanted to switch to a character that didn't have to put themselves in that space. So she kind of has to be in that slightly up and in front of you kind of range a lot, going for the forward airs and the jabs and, in that kind of area, and he does such a good job of controlling that space that I thought that Cloud would do a much better job of not having to get into that space, and then at the same time was going to be able to approach a lot easier because he didn't have to put himself in that space. I could just walk up and keep perfect pivoting back and wait for him to make a mistake.
Okay. Yeah, Jerma's definitely catching those perfect pivot up tilts. I mean, he was getting really giddy there. You were getting his panties wet there.
Yeah. It's so funny. Every Cloud player, whenever they see me do the down throw to perfect pivot up tilt, they're always like, wow. It's not that hard. I mean, it's just a perfect pivot up tilt, but it's I don't even remember where I picked it up from some stream a while ago. But it's just one of those options you never really think of. But yeah, it was really good sets in Grands. That's probably the first time I've ever actually whipped out my Cloud versus a player I consider at or above my skill level. I've played Cloud a couple times against early in bracket, or I've done it in local Iowa tournaments and stuff like that. But I'm feeling pretty good. I'm making the process of switching to. I want to dual main them both, because right now it's about 80 Sheik and 20 Cloud, and I want to be able to switch between both fluidly, because that's what I do in all the other Smash games. In Melee and PM, I do Falco Fox, and then in Brawl, I was a Meta Knight Climbers Olimar. So I like being able to switch characters when I don't feel comfortable in a matchup. But in most matchups, I still feel comfortable as Sheik, and I rarely ever switch. And this wasn't even a matchup. This was more just a person.
Yeah,
he's really good at stopping what I wanted to do as Sheik, so I had to change what I wanted to do. Yeah. Oh, God, what an anticlimactic ending. It was so hype. We were having so many great sets. I was feeling it, because now, Lifetime, me and MJG are now 3-4. So now with that set win, after I reset it, that put us at 3-3.
At 3-3?
Yep. And then so I was all damn, this is my chance. I'm going to try and even up that set record. He's been one of the players in the Midwest. There's a couple others like Shinjobi and him. And it's been it used to be Nev and some of the Chicago players like JJ, where it's I'm really, really close to them at skill, almost exactly even. And so wins on them mean a lot for how far I've came as a player.
Oh, yeah.
Because a win over MJG, even just that bracket reset, just shows that, my Cloud and to some extent my Sheik have been improving steadily, and I'm actually able to put more work into a bracket than I used to be able to.
Oh, yeah. I definitely agree with that. The last thing we want to touch on before you get off. All right, let's talk about doubles. Let's talk about the beginning of doubles.
You want to talk doubles?
Yeah.
That was so stupid.
People were wondering why you guys were in losers bracket. Would you like to explain to everybody why you guys were in losers bracket?
So at 10 a.m. this morning, so remember, doubles bracket started at 3:30, venue opened at, 1 or whatever, and I got here around 2. So at 8 a.m. this morning, Averill texts me, and he's like, dude, I'm going to be late. And I was like, how late? He goes, I don't know yet, because his ride bailed. So we had some people, from out of the way pick him up. And eventually he tells me I'm going to be an hour and a half late. So I talked to the TOs, and they're like, well, we can't hold up bracket for that long. So the options were either DQ us out of round 1 winners, or have me try to team with a computer. and clutch it out. And let me tell you guys, I took level 9 Zard, and he just did not do the trick. Oh, my God.
Dude.
I played against, like, a Mario Rosalina, and they literally ignored me the whole time. I was playing Sheik, and they just kept, like, throwing the Charizard up there and then trying to, like, get him with the Rosalina up air cheese. And, like, both sets, Charizard died all 3 times before I lost the stock.
Oh, no.
And then it was
so
up to me to
sad.
try and, like, use my stocks to, like, 2v1, like, 5 or 6 stocks. And I almost won, actually. I almost won. It was a good set. It was still a good set.
I was really sad about that.
Yeah.
Because as you started that match, MJG walked in the door.
know,
And I was like, why did you guys do that? Because I'm very against people using CPUs
Yeah?
in doubles.
Why is that?
I'm just like, no, you just DQ them. Like, I mean, their person's not here. And, like, we've had times in the past. All right, so there was one time Wesley left when he was teaming with Quaz.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
You heard about
Yeah,
the
give
level
story,
the
though,
level
for
9
the
level 9 Luigi. Quaz
Oh
beat
my God, Quaz.
Nev and Nor with a level 9 Luigi. Won the tournament. And then we get into the issue of, okay, does Quaz get all of the doubles money himself because he finished, the bracket by himself? And I was like, no, he should be splitting it with Wesley. But, with Quaz selfish, his selfish self just kept all the money. And I'm like, dude, man.
We've actually had the same thing come up a couple times in Minnesota tournaments. So I don't know. There's this guy his name is Slayer, and for like 2 years he was like super dominant in the Minnesota Melee scene. Like never lost a set. Well, I mean, lost like a set or two, but he won like everything. And then one day he looks at his options. A bunch of mid-level players are asking to team with him, and he just kind of says screw it and decides to go with level 9 Luigi in Melee. And he ended up taking like third, and he won like $150 or something. And it was so funny because he was talking. He was like, all right, I don't think we would have got first if I had a real partner. We maybe could have gotten second, but I technically double my money from third because I'm getting it all.
Because you're getting it all. Man.
I mean, maybe he tipped level 9 Luigi. I don't really know. I mean, he would be kind of a jerk if he didn't. CPU's out here working hard.
Most definitely.
Except for my
he's putting in that work.
My Charizard just didn't do anything. I was like so confident going in. I was like, man, Charizard's heavy. He's gonna like spam Dragon Rush and stuff the whole time. Like I'm just gonna pick Sheik and run away and I'll be fine.
Man.
And then all of a sudden they killed Charizard 3 times in like 60 seconds. I was just like, oh no.
That's pretty crazy.
It was not good. It was a good event though. It was a really good event out here today at Hypertension. I love Culp as a TO. He always does a good job. He's very transparent. He likes to communicate with players a lot. I mean, he is a player from the scene.
Yeah.
And this venue is dope. You easily could have had another 20 or 30 entrants and we would have all fit comfortably.
Yeah, we would all fit comfortably. Yeah, people were coming down and was like, it's going to be all right. I'm like, dude, trust me, this is going to be okay.
Hypertension's the new series, Midwest. You look out. I'm telling you. I swear.
Yeah.
Hypertension's
Man,
coming
with
up.
the fire stream and the fire. Dude, have you seen the transition?
No.
Hey, Rhino, can
Hey,
we see the
hey,
transition?
show me some
Can
transitions.
we see the transition?
Show me those transitions.
Dude.
What?
Let's look. Oh, no.
No. Why you got to play that again? Hey, can you go back further than that?
No, I don't think he has it further than that.
No, he doesn't. Because I didn't. He didn't catch me losing my jump because I actually lost it before then, and that's why I kept getting hit by all those. I could have air dodged through, but then I would have been screwed.
Yeah, you'd have been screwed.
It was either right after the first pellet or the second pellet I jumped, and it was. You could probably even see me react on the stream a little bit. I kind of did a little like head pull back, like because I knew I jumped. I felt the jump come out, and then I got hit by the slingshot, and I just knew I was screwed.
You just knew you were down there.
Yep. Oh, he could have saved me. Oh, that's all. That's all good. Let's check out
the transition.
Yeah. Whoa. Oh, that is clean.
Oh
my Lord, that is clean.
Man, he took his time on that one. All right.
It was so funny. So when I was asking, they were like, "Do you want to cast? Like, put your gamer tag in Twitter here." I was like, "Sure," and like. I put down the wrong Twitter because I didn't actually remember what my Twitter was. You guys have the right one down there. I looked up to check after I posted it. I posted like at Sinnyboo242.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is, but that's.
Are you actually active on this Twitter?
No. I have a bunch of followers on my actual Twitter account, but I'm just not about like the tweeting game. I'm already on like Facebook and I'm on that enough and stuff, and it's just like there's so many things that I do that already just waste my time completely unproductively. That like
fighting with technology, dude.
Fighting with Big Mac on Twitter about who's the better Sheik. I'm way better, by the way. Is just like not my idea of having a good time. But I'll occasionally throw a little shade on Facebook.
Oh yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I definitely use Twitter to let a little bit of my ignorance out.
Mm-hmm. That's what it's for, dude. If you can't get ignorant on Twitter, I don't know what
Twitter's for,
dude.
But, I mean, I'm really happy that you came out today.
Nice.
This is our man, Sinnyboo242. I'm upset there's no 242, I'm upset for him
I'm a little
because
upset
I mean he
too.
takes that very seriously.
I do.
I mean, like I get really upset when people don't give me my third K in my name. I'm like, hey, dude,
Right.
I came up with this name. I need to have it spelled correctly.
That one, Black Kid.
Kid. But we are going to get our man MJG on the mic as well
Cool.
for a little interview. If you can go ahead and grab MJG and
Yeah, I'll go let him know.
make Game Genie
Oh.
quit that friendly that he is doing with him.
Is Averill playing friendlies? Oh, I thought he was gonna be on.
Yeah, he's playing a friendly with Game Genie, so tell Game Genie
Alright,
that needs to stop.
Good talking to you, Alex.
Yes, sir. Woo, man, those fairs though. I mean, that's definitely going to be something that needs to be seen. We need to go back and get footage of the Villager fairs, and then we also need to get footage of the Team Free Candy Shield break with Jeremy turning around and caping Robin's Thoron to the double up smash because, I mean, that was probably the most crisp thing I saw in doubles today.